This is Fresh Air 2.5. To remove the back panel, remove this screw. Now the trick is, grab the bottom, push it in on the sides, and kind of rock it out. It might be a little difficult, you might have to work with it a little bit, but it'll come out. Once removed, then we get to the filter. Take the filter off by removing these two thumb screws or screws, whichever you have in place. And then just drop it in hot soapy water. Now you have access to the electrical section. Next we'll remove the plug in the lower right hand corner. What, high voltage? Ah, they're just kidding. Ignore it. Now with the plug removed, next we'll probably go ahead and remove the ozone plate. And just put that aside. Next job, we're going to remove the RCI. You take out these two little thumb screws and hold the RCI so it doesn't fall out because there's a fragile bulb inside. Take this out, set it to just to the side for now. Now for cleanability, we're just going to remove the front panel, and once you remove that, just drop that into hot soapy water. Once you remove the front panel, you'll see here is a small device that looks like a small needle. You pay very special attention to that as it could break. Next I use handy wipes that you get from the baby department because they make very good cleaning cloths. So get in here and clean each fan on the front and back of each blade and on the hub. And I even take it one step further and I just clean the shroud that the fan goes around in. Just grab any kind of dust and dirt I can find. Next I go around back and I go inside the cabinet, and any place I can reach I just go ahead and hit that as well because the dust seems to collect pretty much everywhere. So any place I can reach I just grab what I can. Here you'll see a round metal piece here. That also collects dust, and I make sure I clean that as well. By now the filter's been soaking pretty good, so I just kind of force soapy water to go through the front to the back and the back to the front. This particular filter is one that can come apart, but there are some that don't. So I'm cleaning this one as if it does not come apart. So after I rinse it thoroughly with soapy water, I come back and I force the soap out with the jet spray. And once I feel it's clean enough, then I go ahead and I shake all the water out. And once I get through shaking all the water out, the next thing is putting the fan in front of the fan about maybe 2-3 hours, just to make sure it's really good and dry. Next we're going to clean the ozone plate. We pour alcohol on one side and we use toothbrush to clean it. We go back and forth one way and then the other, and then we put alcohol on the other side, and we do the same thing again. Take the toothbrush, go one way, and we turn around, go another direction, and so forth until we got it scrubbed really good. Then the last step is to go ahead and pour alcohol back over it to rinse both sides. Do not use water, use only alcohol. Next I place that also in front of the fan for probably another hour or something like that. Just make sure it's completely dry. Okay, next go ahead and blow out as much of the dust as you can through the RCI. If you have an air compressor, it's much better. Here, holding the RCI up to the light, you can see the bulb that's inside. Now when all parts are dry, we can go ahead and reassemble this. Meantime, you can put in the RCI, put it so it faces down like that, and then put on the thumb screws to hold it in place. Make sure you plug the plug back in. It will only go one way. It's keyed, so flop it over, stick it in, it should go right in. Next step is to put the ozone plate back in. Doesn't matter which side is up, and just look for the little tracks right there. Get it in focus, and just slip it into one track on one side and the track on the other side, and just push it right straight in. Okay, we've got the RCI in place, and we've got the ozone plate in place. Next we go ahead and put the filter back in. Put it back in place where it goes, and we'll put the little thumb screws back in to hold it in place. Rock the back panel back on until it's flush all the way around, and put your screw back in and plug it in.